morning. Happy Tuesday. I have happiness to report. Number one, this baby, I did not hear her at all last night. She slept all night. No problems. Yay! Say yay, Nova, yay! She's a bit cranky at the moment, so we are taking a walk so she can get some mommy time. I was trying to do my hip exercises. Very hard while holding a baby. I lose my balance a lot normally, even more so when this one's involved. Also, there was a package on my doorstep and it says, from the Yarn Fairy. Who is that? I haven't had a chance to open it. I haven't even looked at my phone this morning at all. It's just been get up, take care of the baby, eat breakfast, do my hip exercises. Now we're walking. It's like 7:30 a.m. All of that before 7:30. A couple minutes before I have to get the baby up. It's Tuesday, so we're going to her baby class at the baby gym. It's her favorite time of the week. So I have to get her up for that. I've been working furiously since she went to sleep trying to catch up on work. But I have a couple of minutes, so I thought I would open the package that says, from a Yarn Fairy. It literally just says Yarn Fairy. It has no name. I opened it. There's no card inside. And the address says Hawaii. Do I know anyone that lives in Hawaii? I don't know. If you're the Yarn Fairy, please tell me so I can say thank you. Or maybe you don't want me to know who it came from, in which case I totally respect that, but thank you. And you may be wondering like, oh my gosh, you get mail all the time. I seriously don't. In the last couple of weeks, I've gotten more mail since Thanksgiving-ish than I've gotten all year combined. Part of that was Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted, which happens every year. And part of that is people just trying to make it rain like Christmas in here, which I just don't know what to do with myself. So let me just show you what was in the package. There's a ball of pink and red sock yarn, which makes me delightedly happy. This is Twisted Lemon. It is 75% wool, 25% nylon in the colorway Disco Fever. I think these are gonna make the most fabulous socks of all time. Look how neon they are. Y'all know I'm a fan of neon things. There's, of course, some tea. Can't send yarn without tea. I think that's like written in the law books of the world. There is this one, which is from Canon Hand Dyes. It is Catherine self-striping, 80% superwash wool, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. So it's a purple and black self-striping, which I love a good self-striping yarn. Like truly love. There's nothing like self-striping yarn to make you want to knit socks fast. There is this, which is Rainy Days and Woolly Dogs. That's a very funny name. It's called Tainted Love, and it is 100% superwash BFL, which is Blue Face Luster wool. This is a gorgeous color. It reminds me of like winter at sea. Like if we go to the beach, there, now you can see it. If we go to the beach in January, that's what the water looks like. So, so pretty. Then there is another self-striping. This is Bad Amy Knits. I've never heard of that, but that also is pretty funny. This is an 80-10-10 merino cashmere nylon self-striping Halloween 2011 sock yarn. So this yarn is almost 11 years old. Can I do math? 2011 to 2021 is 10 years, right? Okay, 10 years old. I am so happy to give this a home and make this into a pair of socks. I think this is gonna make a fabulous pair of socks. Thanks for trusting me with yarn. And you know, yarn does not expire. So, I'm very excited about that. Halloween socks. Then there's a skein of Socks That Rock. I have heard of Socks That Rock before. And every time I hear the name, it makes me think of that Taco Bell commercial with, I think it's Charles Barkley. I think that's his name. And he was like, the $5 box, the box that rocks. And this was like years ago, but you could get like a $5 box of deliciousness from Taco Bell. That's what I think of every time I hear socks that rock. I'm like, the $5 box, the socks that rock. So this is the colorway Pepe Le Plume. It's like smoke, purple smoke. I love it. It's gorgeous. This is also 100% merino. Then there are two of these. I'm just gonna take one out. This is the colorway Raspberry Jam. This is Numa Numa. Numa Numa hand-dyed yarns. Numa Numa, do you know what that makes me think of? That song. Before it was turned into a rap song, before YouTube was even like a thing, there was a video of this kid being like, hello? He was like lip syncing to the song, Numa Numa Yay. Numa 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 Yay. That song. Numa Numa Yarn. Numa 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 Yarn. This is 100% merino, 400 yards. And it has a definition of a sock on it. It says sock 1. A sock, usually a knitted covering for a foot and ankle that may reach as high as the knee, typically worn inside a shoe. Number 2, the bread and butter of knitting. I don't think this yarn is going to be socks. I think this is going to make a most gorgeous shawl because there's 2 of them. And then there was a baggie, which I shall open so you can see what is inside. There's this, which is the usual. This is Numa Numa yarns as well. This is 100% superwash merino, 500 yards, 5 ounces. In the colorway, what do you have? That's so pretty. It's like a cranberry red. This is like the most Christmassy yarn. And it's very soft merino, just like the other ones. But I love how tonal it is. I just like saturated colors like this, like make my heart sing happy sounds. I feel like this one's gonna have to be put away very carefully for a design in the future. Someday I will have more time than I have right now, and I will be able to get all of these creative ideas in my head out into the world. Until then, I just have to write them down as I think of them. And this is another skein of Rainy Days and Woolly Dogs in the colorway freaking Toaster. It is 60% merino, 30% bamboo, and 10% nylon. And it's 440 yards for 100 grams, so that would make it a fingering, but if I'm looking at it, it's pretty plump. That's a pretty plump fingering, probably because of the bamboo in it. It's very soft. Bamboo is like, I find bamboo very, very fabulous. One of my first designs ever, the Key Largo lace wrap, was made in 100% bamboo lace weight yarn, and I just loved it. And then the last one is Knitterly Things. I have heard of Knitterly Things as well. Vesper sock yarn, 100% superwash merino. It is self-striping. In the colorway, you can probably guess, Neapolitan. That is exactly Neapolitan ice cream. So yeah, I just love yarn. Yarn is like, I mean, you gals love yarn too, right? Otherwise, why would you be here to listen to my ramblings? Yarn is the most fabulous thing to me. I just love touching it and feeling it and squishing it and working with it and dreaming of things to make with it. It's like one of the things that brings me the most joy in my life. And who are you, Yarn Fairy? Thank you. I know you want to be hidden, so I will not press any further. But this yarn is beautiful. It's truly beautiful. And like I said, yarn doesn't expire, so I will very happily give the yarn that has not received the use it deserves a home in my stash, and then it will be made into something amazing eventually, I promise. Okay, I have to wake up the baby. We have to go. We have to go. We're late. We're late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. We're late. We're late. We're late.
Going to baby's class. Going to baby's class. Going to baby's class. Yay, yay, yay. I'm gonna get you. Look at you.
Monday.
Now we're gonna say a lot more shakes before we say stop. Shake and 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 stop. Today for lunch, we are having some leftover pork, some chopped up cherry tomatoes, some pureed corn. Like I basically just boiled some corn kernels and then blended them. Because corn kernels, she still can't quite manage. She can manage corn on the cob, but not corn kernels. So I mushed those up, mixed a few black beans in, and then she had a tiny piece of cornbread as well. And so I'm eating the same thing. Nova, is it good? Is it yummy? Yum. Nova is a big fan of the yarn from the Yarn Fairy. I had some really cute footage of her pulling it all out of the box. I'm not gonna put that in the vlog though because she was after lunch just in a diaper and I feel weird about that. So I only got a teeny tiny clip of once she had her clothes back on, but it was really cute. My husband just said the most magical words in the universe to me. He's outside doing yard work. He came inside and was like, hey, you want to go get subs from Mazzaro's for dinner? Do I? Do I? Mazzaro's is an Italian market that's local. I think I've like filmed them in vlogs before. They are the best thing on the planet. Yes. We never do takeout in the middle of the week. And I don't want to cook. I have a whole chicken to cook. I literally was just thinking like, oh, I don't want to do it. Maybe I can find some frozen meatballs or something in our freezer and make that instead. And then he came inside and was like, you want to get some subs from Mazzaro's? Oh my God. Yes, I do. I do. Hotter than hot. Hello. It's 8:30. Everyone is in bed except for me. What a night owl. Staying up past 8:30 p.m. The baby went to sleep with no fuss at all tonight, which will only last for one night, even though we probably would be back on track now. Because tomorrow has her 12-month appointment, and that comes with shots, which are gonna make her feel awful again. So if it's not one thing, it's another. I totally should be going to bed, but I'm not going to. Rage against the dying of the light. I'm gonna work on my granny stripe cardigan, the DK version. This is the third color. I have one more row on this panel in the third color. And then 3 rows in that color on the second panel, and then I can start fading in the next color. I did get in the mail the oils that I ordered. I ordered a couple ounces of a couple oils to try on my lips. So I got a bottle of hemp seed oil. It's organic. I got a bottle, I can't reach it, of sweet almond oil. 2 ounces. I got the smallest amount like that I could buy. So I got 2 ounces of sweet almond, 4 ounces of hemp seed oil, and 4 ounces of jojoba oil. And they're all organic. And then this is the wax that I got a little bit of, Candelilla wax. So I've started with the jojoba oil. I put it on my lips once already. I'm going to only use the jojoba oil for the next week or less if my lips start reacting. I chewed a hole in my lip today. Bad habit. This is why I need a lip balm that works. So hopefully I'm not having a problem with this ingredient. If I don't have a problem with this ingredient, then what I will do is mix it with this and put it in a lip balm container and then see if I have a reaction to that. Because if I do, then I'll know it's the wax and not the oil. If I don't have a reaction, then I'm gonna try the hemp seed oil and see if I can tolerate that on my lips. And then I also ordered a tiny amount of argan oil from a separate company to try, because that was really, really recommended by several people who have really sensitive skin. So we'll see. I am on a quest to find something I can put on my lips to make them not chapped so that I stop biting them. It's a vicious cycle. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna watch this show on Netflix called Baking Impossible. It's ridiculous. It's where people have to bake something and also engineer something. So the first episode was they had to make an edible boat, essentially, that could float and go 20 feet in water. Ridiculous. But it's like nothing television and it makes me happy. And I'm gonna put that on while I crochet a few rows. My goal is to be in bed in like half an hour. I might be pushing it. 40 minutes. Let's go 40 minutes. And then tomorrow will be another day. Noah's gonna probably hate it, but at least we had today. She was so happy today. So snuggly and just she laughed. She like belly laughed today multiple times. And there's nothing like the sound of her laughing that like fills my happiness meter to the max. It's like the best sound in the world to me. So, plus she went to sleep. Just, that would make 3 nights in the last, since Thanksgiving, that she's gone to sleep without crying. So, consider that a major win, and I will take it. See you in the morning, friends. My skin is like a map of where my heart has been, and I can't hide the marks, but it's not a negative thing. So I let down my guard, drop my defenses down by my clothes. I'm learning to fall with no safety net to cushion the blow. I bruise easily, so be gentle when you handle me. There's a mark you leave like a love heart carved on a tree. I bruise easily, can scratch the surface without moving me. Underneath, I bruise easily. I bruise easily. I found your fingerprints on a glass of wine. Do you know you're leaving them all over this heart of mine too? And if I never take this leap of faith, I'll never know. So I'm learning to fall with no safety net to cushion the blow. I bruise easily, so be gentle when you handle me. There's a mark you leave like a love heart carved on a tree. I bruise easily, can scratch the surface without moving me. Underneath, I bruise easily. I bruise easily. or heal you. Anyone who can reach you, can love you, or leave you. So be gentle, so be gentle, baby, 'cause I bruise easily. So be gentle when you handle me. There's a mark you leave, like a love heart carved on a tree. I bruise easily, can scratch the surface, but oh, moving me underneath that bruise easily. I bruise easily. Are you smiling? Yeah. Oh, it's so sleepy.